Hey everyone, Minutia Minute here, coming at you guys with another Thursday card rip video. As I mentioned last week, I'm taking a little bit of a break from the Star Wars customizable card game rips. Last week we did Jabba's Palace. Next time around, we are going to be doing the Star Wars Special Edition expansion, but I actually don't have any of those card packs to rip right now, so I'm going to be restocking that and Endor and Death Star 2. Those are much more expensive sets than the ones I've been ripping up to this point, so it's going to be a little while before we get back to that. In the meantime, I'm really excited to go on this Shadows of the Empire detour that we started a couple Fridays ago. So I was thinking we could dig into another 4 packs of the Topps Shadows of the Empire trading card series and see how close we can get to completing our run. Now, if you're not familiar with these card packs already, be sure to check out my video from a couple Fridays ago in which I broke the seal on this 36-pack card box and opened up my first 4 packs. I got a pretty decent selection of cards to kick things off. For those of you guys wondering how I store my cards, if it's a trading card set, I will typically do perfect fit sleeves and then put them in these black-backed 9-pocket pages, just because I think the cards present really well on these, although the lighting in here certainly isn't actually helping that a whole lot. But as you can see, we got a pretty decent start to the collection. We also managed to pull our first etched foil card, which is this Darth Vader. Now, there was actually a little bit of confusion on the first video, because if you read the notes on these packs, it states that these are 90 card sets, but we ended up finding cards up to 100, and what I found out after doing a little bit of research is that the etched cards and the foil cards are numbered but don't count towards the 90 card base set. And because Topps knows exactly how to make money off of us card nerds, these are actually numbered cards, and they happen to be placed right in the middle of the set. So like cards 75 through 85 or something like that are the etched foils and the regular foils. And then the remaining core cards are cards 86 through 90. So you kind of can't complete a set and ignore these chase cards. You need them to have a complete set of sequentially numbered cards, which is pure evil, in my opinion. At least if it was, cards 91 through 100, you could just pretend like those cards didn't exist, but instead they put it in the middle because they know you're going to go out and get these things. Now, there's only going to be 2 of these etched foils in this booster box, and most likely 4 of the regular foil cards in this booster box. So assuming you didn't end up with any doubles, you would at minimum have to buy 3 booster boxes just to attain these cards, which is pretty infuriating. I might scope around on eBay and see what I can find. I have seen a couple lots with the etched cards going for a decent chunk of change that I certainly don't want to spend, but you never know. Sometimes you can get lucky, so I'll keep trolling around eBay and see if I can have any luck that way. So anyway, you guys are here to take a look at some cards. So we'll go ahead and open up our good friend Prince Xizor first and see what cards we can pull. Now, the first 3 sets that I opened, I got all new cards almost. And then the 4th set, I got nothing but duplicates. So, fingers crossed, we'll be able to pull some new cards for the collection. So, kicking things off, we have Princess Leia and Chewbacca negotiating with a Deveronian. This is a card we already have. So, this is card number 4. Already got it. Next up, we have card number 5, which is Lando meeting up with Chewie and Leia in the Mos Eisley Cantina. Another card, unfortunately, that we already have. Alright, next up, we have Prince Xizor placating to Darth Vader. Prince Xizor secretly wants revenge on Darth Vader. Can't remember what number card this is, but another one that we already have. That's right, card number 6. Okay, we've got Boba Fett versus the Bounty Hunters. This is part of a set of 6 that is celebrating the Dark Horse Comics run of Shadows of the Empire. We have this one as well. And we see right behind it, we have another one we already have. Boba Fett versus Forlom. And Boba Fett with still more bounty hunters. Yet another card we already have. This is the Dark Horse 4 of 6. We have an ad for Star Wars 3D Wide Vision cards. All right. Finally, a new card. We've got Darth Vader choking the life out of somebody. What is the story on this? Vader seethes over Luke's escape, card number 42. I don't remember this part in the book very particularly. At some point, Luke is captured by bounty hunters, I believe. I think it's after the swoop bike chase. And of course, he manages to make his escape right before Darth Vader shows up. Cool image. Next up, we have another card we don't have. This is presumably Coruscant. Let's see what it says in the back. Card number 43. Leia arrives at Xizor's palace. I really like these early takes on Coruscant before they were featured in the films and before the planet was fully realized. It's hard to tell that this is Xizor meeting with Leia, but still pretty cool. A nice sense of scope in this picture. And then finally, yet another card we don't have. I'm guessing this is going to be card number 44. Princess Leia meeting with Xizor. She is disguised as the bounty hunter Boushh. Leia finally meets Xizor. Card 44. Alright, kind of a rough start, but we did manage to pull 3 new cards for the set, so that's exciting. I can't complain too hard about that. Let's see if we have a little bit better with our good friend Luke Skywalker. See if he can avenge us from Prince Xizor's sudden but inevitable betrayal. I think it was Card Wolf who said that if you put these glossy cards in the freezer for like an hour, you don't have a problem with them sticking. But I never remember to do that for you guys, so thanks for bearing with me. Alright, first up, this looks like it is going to be a card in the Dark Horse Comics 6-card set. At last, Fett delivers Han to Jabba. This is card 94. Next up, we have a fantastic rendition of the battle on the planet Hoth. This, I am certain, is going to be part of the 6-card set celebrating the LucasArts game, Shadows of the Empire. And there it is. Dash Battles AT-ATs on Hoth. LucasArts 1 of 6. Great little screen grab from the game. That's by far the most famous level from the game. Although, to be honest, if you've ever played the Super Nintendo game of Empire Strikes Back, you get to actually go around and rope AT-ATs in that game, and it's actually quite convincing for a 16-bit system. Really a cool little level, and a great game if you've never played it. It's very hard, unforgiving, but a lot of fun. Alright, next up, another new card. I believe this is Dash Rendar overhearing the Swoop Biker gang planning to go kidnap Luke Skywalker. Let's see if I'm right. So it looks like I'm right, but this is a tie-in, again, to the LucasArts game, so that's cool. Dash uncovers the Swoopers' plot. I really need to go in and finish that game. Alright, we've got another new one, and wow, that is something else. I have a sneaking suspicion this is the conclusion of the book, where C-3PO and R2-D2 are piloting the Falcon. Let's take a look. Battle over Coruscant, Part 2, card number 67. Luke is flying the Falcon in this. We gotta take a second look at that. That is stunning. There's something about the way the Hildebrands illustrate spaceships that's just fantastic. And if you didn't already spy it, right up next we've got another space battle card. I'm assuming this is Battle for Coruscant Part 1, although we'll flip it in just a second. Great imagery again here. Sorry, Battle over Coruscant Part 3, card 68. And so then next, we've got yet another. This, I believe, is Xizor's satellite getting destroyed by Darth Vader. So is this Part 4? Nope, just straight up. Good riddance, Xizor. All right, next up, we've got another advertisement for 3D wide vision cards and an ad for the Star Wars Galaxy magazine. All right, we've got good old trusty Dash Rendar. I have no idea what part of the book this is actually from. Let's flip it around. Dash's Persuasive Charm. Cute. Card 32. All right, another new card. Totally breathtaking. This is card 33, Attack on the Saprosa. I do not remember this part of the book. Man, this is making me want to go through and reread the book so bad. It's been a long time since I visited it, and it was always one of my favorites, so I'm going to have to do that in the very near future. All right, and then next up, this, I believe, is Guri, who works for Prince Xizor. That illustration is something else. Man, I'm turning into the Crypt of Castle Hills. Card 34, Leia meets Guri. Okay, so that pack was much better for us. All new cards in it, which brings our grand total to 12 new cards for the set. The Force is with us, what can I say? Let's see if our luck holds with Boba Fett. Okay, see if we can get the stickiness. Mild spoilers on this card pack. It looks like we're going to get a special card in this one. Alright, so we have got Dash Rendar being chased by stormtroopers. My guess is this is in Coruscant's underbelly, what we would consider 1313 nowadays, but wasn't really defined that way in Shadows of the Empire. Oh no, sorry, this is Dash aboard the Saprosa. There is a subplot in Shadows of the Empire that explains how they got the plans for Death Star 2, and the Saprosa has something to do with that, apparently. I remember that element, I don't remember the Saprosa, though. Alright, next up we have the conclusion of the novel, which is everyone firing on Xizor's satellite, including Dash Rendar and his loyal droid Lebo. Dash attacks Xizor's Skyhook, LucasArts 4 of 6. We should be getting pretty close to a complete run of these LucasArts cards. Alright, next up we have Star Wars trains. Not sure what's going on here. I'm getting flashes of Solo, a Star Wars story. Let's flip it around and find out. Dash rides the Ord Mantell hover train. Look at that screenshot. That's pretty fantastic. LucasArts 5 of 6. And card 99. Alright, so we've got a close-up of the Virago, which is Prince Xizor's flagship. This is a card we already have. And then we have a close-up of Guri's ship, whose name I can never get right. The Stingray? Flip her around. Stinger, card 86. Alright, and then we've got someone on a swoop bike. Is this just a swoop bike card? Yep, swoop, card 87. That one is new. I have to double check this Guri card. I can't remember if we pulled this already or not. Alright, and then next up we have got one of our foils, Chewie and Princess Leia in the Bouche costume. Leia and Chewbacca, card 74. That's cool, but I'm not going to lie, it is not quite as cool as these etched cards. Still cool, though. Definitely worth the price of admission. Alright, more space battles. Great illustration of an X-Wing here. Luke scores a tie, card 15. All right, and then next up we have got a really cool image here. Luke and Ben as a Force Ghost. Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Force Ghost. This must be an early card. 16. Help me, Obi-Wan. And then yet another new card. We have got Slave 1. And it looks like he is flying away from Coruscant. Let's take a look at the back. Nope, this is Gaul. Okay, interesting. Boba Fett escapes from Gaul, card number 17. That was what my initial instinct said when I saw the card, but if you look in the background, Gaul looks a lot like Coruscant does in the movies, which is kind of interesting. All right, another great set of cards, and I took a quick glimpse, and I do not have this Stinger card, so 9 more cards of the collection. The thing about these card packs is because they're so sequential, it's like if you get one you've already had, chances are you're going to get like 5 or 6 cards you've already had. So it's nice to see that even though we had, one pack that was kind of bum luck, the rest of them have been basically all new stuff, which is fantastic. I'll have to do a tally and see exactly how many cards I'm missing. All right, so last up, the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader. Final card pack of the day. Let's make it a good one. Let's see if I can't unstick these effers. All right. So, not very promising. We've got Boba Fett fighting Forlom. This is a card that I already have a duplicate of, and we've already seen today, which is not great. Which, of course, leads to yet another Dark Horse card that we've already seen, both in last week's video and this week's video. And Boba Fett and Zuckuss. I don't know if we've seen this one today, but we've seen this one twice before. Okay, now here's a new one. The Virago and the Millennium Falcon. Gives a great sense of scope. The Virago is not very big. So flip this guy around, and we've got Xizor narrowly escapes, card number 64. This is him escaping to the Skyhook, where he'll eventually meet his fate at the hands of Darth Vader in outer space. All right. This is Xizor's Castle Blows Up, card number 65. So then next, another great illustration. I sound like a broken record, I get it, but Tim and Greg Hildebrandt just crushing the art in this. So I'm assuming this is card 68. Xizor is on the Skyhook, dealing with a whole lot of chaos behind him, looking absolutely furious. Fantastic stuff. Let's take a look. Battle over Coruscant, Part 1. Card 66. That's the only Battle over Coruscant card we haven't gotten yet today. So that'll complete that set, which is nice. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Did you know there are Star Wars 3D Wide Vision cards? I wonder if I can read about them in Star Wars Galaxy Magazine. Alright, we've got a profile illustration of Darth Vader. In the background, you can see the Rebel medical frigates. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. Vader destroys the Rebel base. Card 29. This is another plot point I don't remember particularly well. I do remember the Rebels having to flee from one place to another, and then at the end of the book they end up at the rendezvous point where they are at the beginning of Return of the Jedi, which I remember thinking was kind of a false plot point because it sort of implied that they're in the same place they were at the end of The Empire Strikes Back, but that's not actually the case. Or at least if you count Shadows of the Empire as canon. Alright, we've got Guri kicking butt and taking names. Got a piggy little Gamorrean guard here hiding off to the side. That's fun. Guri does Xizor's dirty work. Card 30. Which leaves us with one more card, which is also a new card. And this is Luke Skywalker and Dash Rendar in some kind of city. Doesn't look like Coruscant, I don't think. Card 31, Luke and Dash's Bothan mission. And the planet they're on is Bothawi. Cool. So that brings our total to 26 new base cards and 1 chase card, which this time around is a regular foil card. Not a bad haul at all. My guess is this is going to leave us about halfway done with the complete set, and we're only 8 packs in, which is really cool. It'll be interesting to see what cards end up being those elusive cards that cause us to go from having 2/3 of this box full to, 3 packs left. But time will tell. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great week in cards. Thanks for watching.